Yes.
Did you win the contest?
I did. I did win the online rally. And what happens is, as long as you write 50,000 words, you win. There aren't any prizes. The prize is writing 50,000 words and having a finished product. But what's really cool is there are a bunch of forums online if you're writing like contemporary or paranormal or a science book, whatever it is, that you can talk to other people about it. And in the Young Writer program, you can talk to writers your age, trade work back and forth, and it's really, really, really great. So I would definitely encourage everybody to look into that program if you're interested in writing. The titles are all Kate. Kate is fantastic with titles. I am horrible at titles. Really, really shaking your head. But really, really bad at chapters, titles. So I go to her and just like that, boom, boom, boom. She's like, call this, call this, call this. I love that. That's so perfect. So credit for all the titles and the chapter titles that you read in the book. Those are all Kate.
I read this one.
Anybody else? My favorite flavor is watermelon, hands down. Hands down. I have 3 tubes, not only the regular size tubes, but the giant tubes of watermelon. One is always in my purse, one is always next to my laptop, and then I have the emergency one in case I lose one, that I've got an extra.
And I can attest to the fact that she improved the giant watermelon.
Yep. It was a late night. Kate and I were staying up trying to finish a book, and I was just, I want to stop. I'm so tired. And she made a very nice edit, and in return, I threw a giant watermelon gloss at it. So, yes.
Where do you recommend getting lip gloss?
I recommend getting lip gloss. I love getting it at Target or Walmart, and you can also, if you like lip smackers like I do, go to lipsmackers.com and you can order it right from the website, any flavor you want. So that's why I would do it. Yes. My favorite book would have to be the book that made me want to write, and it's in the Thoroughbred series by Jane Campbell, and it's called Ashley's Dream, and it's a book about a girl racing. It's really cool because it's not about a guy jockey, it's about a female jockey, and she's racing and taking care of a sickly horse. And inside the book, my 2nd grade teacher bought it for me and gave it to me and wrote, "Never give up on your dream. I know you're going to make it right one day." And that book is so special to me, and it's my absolute favorite.
Is that a series?
It is a series, yes. It is a series. My favorite breed, I love thoroughbreds. They're fast, they're fiery. My dream has always been to borrow a racehorse, and take it for a gallop around the track. I think that would be so amazing. Anybody else?
What was your major in college?
I majored in English at Florida State.
And they have a big program there. And they have a renowned writing program, or why did you choose Florida State?
They do have a very good MFA program for writing, and I chose English with a slant in literature so I could read instead of focus on writing, because I wanted to do a lot of reading, because I think instead of being taught how to write, my take on it is reading good books, and it helps you become a better writer. So that's why I chose it, and that's why I went to Florida State. Any other questions? Well, it looks like we're all set, and I would love to sign your books. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. That's why she's here. So let me, if you guys like and wouldn't mind, I would love to read you an excerpt from Initiation. So, Chapter 4, Acting Out. Chloe opened our door, and we stepped into the hallway of our dorm, Burkhart Hall. I loved Burkhart. It was even more beautiful than the online pictures. I'd only stared at it every 5 seconds all summer long. The building was 3 stories, hosted only 7th grade girls. Hawthorne was adjacent to Orchard Hall, with the dorm where Sasha Silver lived. Sasha, the superstar writer, perhaps I could also trained in Briar Creek before I got there. The 8th grader was a Briar Creek legend. Photos of her and her horse Charm practically wallpapered my old instructor's office. I wanted to ask Chloe if she knew about Sasha, but I wasn't ready to bring up anyone connected to my past. Not yet. Not until I was completely sure I could trust Chloe with anything, everything, maybe even my secret. Hawthorne's yellow walls clean and soft, making the place feel welcoming. Woodland floors had forest green carpet runners. The long mahogany table near Christina, the dorm monitor's office, had a giant vase of vibrant orange dahlias. The table had a stack of Canterwood handbooks, brochures on different electives, and course schedules. Green and gold pens, school colors, were in a Go Canterwood jar for students to take. Lots of dorm rooms were open, and students hugged each other. Almost everyone said something like, "Oh my God, I missed you this summer," or "You've gotten so tan over break." A few girls eyed me, a look I knew well. They were scoping out the new girl. I learned as much as anyone could not to be intimidated by that look. Instead, I smiled at them without batting an eye. Some even did the same back. "Hey, Chloe," the petite blonde girl said as she rolled 2 suitcases down the hallway, expertly steering them around other girls' luggage. "Lex, hey, catch up after we get moved in, and I'll introduce you to my new roomie." The girl, Lex, nodded, smiling at both of us. She had dulce de leche colored skin and beautiful curly black hair, with reddish highlights that skimmed her cheeks. Death. Chloe and I walked the rest of the way down the hall. "I'll introduce you to everyone when we get back to the stable," Chloe promised. Hawthorne looks so big. There aren't a ton of girls who live there. Hopefully you won't feel too overwhelmed. We opened the glass doors of Hawthorne Hall, etched into them, and walked down the pretty brick stairs, which are lined with iron railings. Chloe looked at me for a second. "Not at all. You know, you look pretty together for being a new girl," she said. "I moved around a lot," I explained. Canterwood's my 4th school, so I'm kind of used to the whole new girl thing. "Ah," Chloe said, as we walked along the winding sidewalk, past park benches and old-fashioned street lamps. The black lanterns with glass lamps and gaslit flames. I couldn't wait to see them at night. "So, why'd you move so much?" Chloe asked. "I've only been to 2 schools, my local public school, and then I enrolled for Canterwood last year." "You're from Boston, right?" I diverted her question. I was so annoyed at myself. How had I already brought up something connected to my secret? Especially a secret that could ruin my future at Canterwood if it came out before I was ready. "Yep," Chloe said, answering my question and forgetting her earlier one. "I rode for a pretty good stable at Boston, but my parents and I thought boarding school with an equestrian program would be better for me. And bonus, Canterwood has riding and a fab theater program." "Equestrian and actress, double threat," I said. "Equestrian and Glee, also double threat," Chloe said, grinning. We walked through a courtyard of pretty cobblestone. Benches circled a fountain, and water streamed down a granite stone. I paused to read the quote on the stone. "Education is the best provision for the journey to old age," Aristotle. "See how crazy academic they are?" Chloe asked, waving an arm at the fountain. "Even that's serious about school." I laughed. If I start to see clothes on the sidewalk, then I'm failing. Hey, you didn't answer my question before, Chloe said. Do you have a parent in the military or something? Is that why you move so much? Just answer her, I told myself. I couldn't avoid her question. We moved if I found a stable that was better for my training and one where I could travel less. Family is big in my house. Chloe nodded and I breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe acting was in my future after all. That's really great experience, being at all those staples. I lived in Boston my whole life, but every year for my birthday, I begged my parents for one thing. What? Chloe flashed a had-to-be-zoomed white smile. To move to Los Angeles so I can act. That would be quite the present, I said. I'm guessing they always say no. Yep, totally around my life. Chloe put a hand over her forehead, sighing. How's my dramatic role? Her sigh could have been longer, I teased. Chloe nodded as if she was taking my advice seriously. Well, maybe they didn't ruin my life, Chloe said. I love Boston, and I'm not ready for LA. Not yet. But after enough classes at Candlewood, I know I'll make it. I've been in every school play. I'm so excited because auditions for Beauty and the Beast are on Friday. I ran lines with my friends all summer for the part of Belle. It's the role of the play. I spent all of my allowance on voice lessons so I could sing. Auditions in the first week of school is intense, I said. Can anyone watch? Chloe shook her head. Anyone can try out, but auditions are closed. Why? I hoped I could come and cheer you on. That's so sweet, Chloe said, smiling. Well, I bet I could sneak you into the back. I am so there. Awesome! They're at 7, Chloe said. We can go over together. The smile stayed on her face. I was glad she wanted me there. Supporting her would be a good way to start off our friendship. Totally count me in to be there for your late publication, Chloe said. I want to be waiting for you. We passed the guidance building. I recognized it in the student handbook. If I remember the campus map right, the brick building meant we were close to the stadium. I couldn't stop questioning Chloe. Maybe because to me, acting felt like an extension of play. So, what do you want to do? I asked. Stage, big screen, TV, soap operas. I've watched Pretty in Port Royal with my mom since I was in like 2nd grade. All summer I taped it and practiced my favorite characters' lines and stylish ones. Before I could reply, Chloe made a swooping motion with her arms. And I give you the best staple in Connecticut.